So hello guys, you're welcome to Tech Hub YouTube channel. Now in this class, I'm going to be teaching you how to write code on the HTML. Now I said the HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's a markup language, okay? And this HTML, it's a language that is understood by your web browser. Okay, now the question is how and where do I write this my code, my HTML code? Now there are several environments that you can write your HTML code. We call it the IDE, Integrated Development Environment. It is the IDE, which is the environment or the platform which you write your code. Now a lot of persons are having issues in terms of writing this code, some having challenges in terms of the device. They do not have a laptop. They say if I don't have a laptop, can I still learn how to code or build a website? Yes, you can. And that is why I'm using my mobile phone. Having your Android phone, you're good to go. So the software you're going to use to write our HTML code is known as the A code. The A code. So you go to download the A code. Just go to your Play Store, type A code. Let me on my data. Let's go to my Play Store, and this is my Play Store. Then I have to search as say A code. Now I can see this A code here, A code editor. I have installed it, so I don't need to install it again. So you just go there, type A code, then click um install, then it will install for you. Okay, so that is that. So now let's start with writing our code on A code. As you have it here, I'll click on it, wait for it to open. Now, very good. Now this is my environment. I've already given it a name, index.html. I will explain that. Now, I told you that in writing your HTML code, HTML makes use of tags, makes use of tags, the opening tag and the closing tag. So there are three main parts of this HTML. We have the opening tag, we have the content, and we have the closing tag. So the first thing is let's write our standard HTML code here. So type in here, our standard HTML code is called, I'm going to be using just watch what I do. I'm going to explain this as soon as I'm done. So just watch what I do. Okay. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just creating the standard HTML code, like the foundation for HTML. Now look at what I have here. I have doc type HTML. Now what this doc type means, it means I'm using HTML5 version. Now HTML5 version is the latest version of HTML which supports video, audio, and other files. We have the HTML1, HTML2, 3, 4, 5. Now all of these versions, most of them do not support audio, do not support video, do not support some tags and some files. Okay, so that's why I'm using my HTML5, which is the doc type. Now I have the HTML, which it is the hypertext markup language, and followed by the head and title. The head and title, it talks about the title of your web page. Now when you open a website, that is the first thing you see, the web page is the tab. Now the tab, you have a name. That name is known as a title. So the title you have given it is the home page. Now in closing my tag, I first of all close the last tag is the first tag I'll close. The last tag is the first class I'm going to close. That is last in, first out. And so I close my title, then I close the head. I close the title and the head. Now preceded by the body tag. Now this body tag and closing body tag is where I write all my codes. It's where I write all my code. Now what I've just done is that I've just created a foundation where I can input my code, write my code, just like before you build a house, you need a foundation. Okay, so you build your house within that foundation. So that the fencing is the foundation. Okay, is the foundation. So you can't build your house outside that foundation. So I've just created my foundation in HTML. So within my open and close body is where I'm going to write my code. Now the first thing I'm going to write is um first tag I'm going to use is the p tag. Now the p tag is known as a paragraph. I could say welcome. Okay. Now this welcome, what it means, it's just a paragraph like your Word document. It is a Microsoft Office Word. Now, this is also a web documentation too. So what you can do on your Microsoft Office Word, you can also do it here. Okay. Now my P stands for paragraph. So after typing this, now let me run it. You can see this play button. Click on it and see what happens on our browser. You can see we have welcome. So that P stands for paragraph. Welcome. I have other tags too, like the H1. The H1. Okay. The H1 also um stands for heading. So I'll say H1. Now the text is I love coding. Then I close the H1. I close the H1 with my forward slash. Then now let me run this. You see what I have here. You can see H1 says I love coding. So it makes our text. Now in H1 heading, we have H1 to H6. You can try that as your classwork. Right from H1 to H6, just instead of typing H1 again, you just say H2. Then type I love coding. I love coding. And you see what happens here. I see it's smaller than the first one. Okay, so right from H1 to H6 and see what happens there. Now the next one I need is also my B. My B stands for my break. My break paragraph. My break paragraph can be, let's say, my B stands for bold. Sorry, I said break. Stands for bold. Okay. Now what this does is it bolds the text called welcome. You can see it bolds the text called welcome. So I also have another tag called the HR. HR. Now HR is known as the horizontal line. Does not have any text, just the HR. That is horizontal line. So click this. You can see the line. That is horizontal line. So now to save this, I didn't tell you how to save this. You just click these three dots. Click on it. You can see save. When you click on save, you can see it shows you the directions or the folder where you can save your file Okay, so it is 10 minutes, and in the next class I'm going to teach you on other tags. So thank you. Do well to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also make your comments, ask your questions. We are there to answer you. Okay, bye.